So your chance of seeing a whale from your cruise ship are really high if you spend all your time looking over the edge from your balcony, or better yet, from the front of the ship. If you have a naturalist on board the ship, I strongly encourage you to find them as soon as you can on the cruise, and then ask them when you need to look for whales and where you should be on the ship. And they should have certain favorite spots that might be at inconvenient times where they generally see whales, because the naturalists keep good track with the bridge crew, and the bridge crew is always looking for anything interesting, so they'll direct you towards those whales. But chances are good the viewing's not going to be great, because you're going to see them from a long ways away, and any whale's better than no whale. The other aspect is, quite often when you see them, the ship doesn't stop, and so they just steam right on by. So the next possibility is just to sit there on your balcony and look off the edge, and that works too, but it's the same thing. Number one, it's wonderful and magnificent and a fantastic view, but really, most people don't do that for more than 15 or 20 minutes. And I'd encourage you to do it as much as you can, but it's hard with all the amenities on the cruise ship to keep just looking at the shore. And you're going to see something like what you got here. I mean, this has just take away the houses, and that's what you're going to get almost anywhere in Southeast Alaska. All right, so if you're going to really want to see whales, enjoy as much as you can on the ship, and then decide you want to come out when you're up here in Alaska. Juneau is where I started, and when I had the chance to move someplace else if I wanted to, there's no better place to find whales than Juneau reliably from May through September. A little bit iffy in April and October, particularly from weather in October. But you should really think about doing it in Juneau. It's going to be a relatively short, simple trip. Some of the cruise ships easily stay in time long enough that you could easily fly up on the helicopter to the ice field and go whale watching. But whale watching in Juneau is something you could do as well as wandering through beautiful downtown Juneau. You could consider doing it also in Icy Point Strait. Only a few of the ships go there. It's a good spot to find whales. I haven't particularly gone whale watching from that community, but I know the waters they go to quite well. It all depends on the weather as to whether you're going to get as good of a shot. Now, when I started, the whales out at Point Adolphus, and you can look that up, used to be famous. It was all I could find on the internet. Now, Juneau's recognized because so many people go out here and have a wonderful trip. You could consider going whale watching in Sitka. I would strongly encourage you to go see sea otters in Sitka or Icy Point Strait. You won't see those in Juneau. But whale watching in Sitka, while it can be spectacular, is hit or miss. Ketchikan, even more hit or miss. They can get great shots. They can have whales swimming right by downtown, but they don't have whale watching offered as whale watching because they probably find whales only a fraction of the time. The next possibility is Skagway, and I would completely scratch that one off your list because they're at the end of a narrow glacier fjord. There's no fishing to speak of. There's no whale watching to speak of. They can get great shows. You're probably not best off going whale watching there. Now, if you're coming in from up north, you can get okay whale watching from Seward and possibly Whittier, but it's more hit and miss. And so that's the challenge. If you really want to do this stuff, you're going to have to limit what you do where. I have to say I'm biased. Juneau's a good thought. There's a reason that if you do your searches on the internet, you're going to find the vast majority of companies that offer dedicated whale watching trips operate from here. So I hope that helps you make your decision. And till we talk again, stay warm and dry, and I hope you have extra tufts.